Hello, and welcome to today's balancing flow. Let's begin in standing position. Feet can be hip width apart. Roll your shoulders back and come to stillness here. Keep in mind as we go through this balancing flow that sometimes balancing postures aren't always going to be perfect. You might fall or shake, and just know and accept that whatever happens is just fine. I encourage you to find grounding through your feet as we go through these poses, and just be patient and kind with yourself. So, as we're in standing, begin to take deep breaths, inhaling in through your nose and exhaling through the mouth. Good. You can close your eyes here. And let's begin to warm up the body. Ground through your feet and bring your hands up and overhead, interlacing the fingers to form a steeple grip. Stretch out the side bodies. And when you're ready, keeping both feet equally pressing into the ground, begin to slowly rock to one side, stretching out the side body and warming up the spine here. Go ahead and slowly sway from one side to the other, keeping the arms straight and extended overhead. Good. Now from here, slowly release the arms. Feel the blood flow in the opposite direction. With your feet placed hip width apart, send the hips down and back into chair pose. Your arms can be raised up overhead or stay by your side. Press through your feet here. Feel the thighs begin to warm up and continue focusing on your breath. Good. Straighten the legs and release your body forward into a forward fold. Rest here for a couple breaths. You can rock side to side. And on an inhale, lift up halfway to a half forward fold. Release that, and then roll all the way up, arms overhead. Great. Let's do this flow 2 more times. So arms overhead this time. Send your hips back and down into chair pose. Breathing here, grounding through the feet, engaging the core to keep the spine from rounding or dropping in. Good, now exhale, release chair, fold forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, release forward and roll back up. Arms overhead. Great job. Let's flow once more. So inhale, send the hips back. Chair pose, arms up overhead. Breathe here. And straighten the legs, release forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Release and roll all the way up to standing, arms overhead. And exhale, hands together at the chest. Great job. Notice how you feel here. Hopefully your body feels warmed and you can really feel the support of the earth beneath you. From here, send the hips back to chair pose, arms remaining together at the heart. From chair pose here, we're going to keep the right knee bent and we'll slide the left leg back behind, coming into a high lunge here. You can bend that extended leg, extended knee to make sure that your pelvis is aligned under your spine and shoulders. And we're in our high lunge here. It's your choice where to place your hands. You can keep them at the heart, lift them overhead, or put them on your hips. Breathe here. Good. And then open up into your warrior two pose, coming onto the flat edge of your left foot. Breathe here. And let's cartwheel forward, framing the front foot, stepping back into plank pose. Lower the belly down to the mat. Inhale, lift up for cobra or baby cobra. Release and send it back to downward facing dog. Great job. Great. Walk your feet up to your hands towards the front of your mat. Slowly roll up to standing. And let's complete this on the other side. So bring your hands together at your heart. This time, drop down to chair pose here, and we'll slide our right toes back behind. Standing in our high lunge position, your choice on the arm placement. And hold here. Maybe you feel some shakiness. See if you can find places to ground down on the earth and focus on your breath here. Good. Now from here, open up to the side into our warrior two pose. Keeping a bend in that front knee. And cartwheel it forward, frame the front foot, step the foot back into plank pose. Inhale to lower down to the belly. Exhale, lift up, cobra pose. Release and send it back to downward facing dog. Great job. Use this dog to catch your breath here. Stretch out the feet and the wrists. And if you need, take a moment in child's pose here. Great. From downward facing dog, ground through the right foot and lift the left leg up into our three-legged dog here. And I'd like to open up our hips a bit here. So bend that lifted leg, open the hip up to the side, and go ahead and do some hip circles here, rotating the knee both directions, making sure you're not dumping all of your weight into one hand. Really stretching out the hip joint and the side body. And release. And let's go for the other leg. Lift up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee and rotate the hip. Great job. Release. And let's walk our feet to meet our hands in forward fold at the top of our mat. Pause here for a moment and really press through all sides of the feet, through the ankle, through the big toe, the pinky toe, and pressing into the earth. Roll up vertebrae by vertebrae until you reach the top, rolling your shoulders back, and we're in standing pose. From here, I'd like to transition into tree pose. So ground through the right foot and engaging your core, lift the left knee up and grab it in front of you. Resist the urge to dump all of your weight into the right hip, but really press up through the earth and keep those hips square. When you're ready, grab the left ankle and press it into the inner thigh of the right leg. Really working to externally rotate the left hip. If this is too much for you, feel free to keep the foot on the ground, or perhaps you rest the left foot on the right thigh. Or you can do a combination of both as you work your way up to tree pose. Take your time here. Consider that there is one central line running from the ground to the top of your head. And focus on squeezing the inner thigh and the foot together on this center line. Again, it's your choice with your hand placement. They can be up overhead, on your hips, interlaced behind your back, whatever feels right to you. And breathe. Find a focal point to help you with your balance, and enjoy. Great. Now release that foot, shake it out. And let's go on the other side, grounding through the left foot and leg. Bring the right knee into your chest, hug it in, avoiding dumping all of your weight into the hip. Grab the right ankle and place the foot against the inner thigh of the left leg. This leg may feel different, so you can try different things. Just observe what happens, accept what happens, and enjoy. Great. Release that leg and place the feet hip width apart. Again, pressing into the ground, feeling the support of the earth. And we'll come to mountain pose here, so arms extended long beside you, palms facing forward. Really work to get your spine straight and shoulders rolled back and relaxed. You can close your eyes here or keep a soft gaze. And feel the power and energy in this pose. Notice how much safer it feels with both feet on the ground. Returning to the breath here, inhaling and exhaling. For our final pose, inhale to lift the arms up and overhead, and exhale to bring the hands together at the heart. Thank you for practicing with me. I wish you a wonderful day. Namaste.